ever feel that your legs are heavy, like dead weights sometimes, and it's just so hard to get them moving? Well, in today's class, we're going to work on activating the energy and blood flow through the legs. We're going to do some self-massage, we're going to do a few stretches, and by the end of this class, you're going to feel like your legs are light and soft and you can do anything with them. That's my hope anyway. Let's begin. We're going to start with a bit of self-massage. So what we need to do is we're going to sit down, and you can do part of this on a chair if you need to, but ideally we're sitting on the floor. If you need a cushion, just get a cushion and prop it under your bottom. So we're going to start with one leg. Just bend the knee up a little bit, and we're going to use our fists to tap on the thigh. Now when you use your fist, try not to make it really hard and inflexible. Try to make the fist a little bit softer and keep your wrist as loose as you possibly can. And we're just going to tap, starting on the outside of the thigh, tapping up and down, and just noticing if it hurts. It might sting a little bit as you're tapping away there. And then let's come over onto the top and the inner. So you can just drop the knee out a little bit to get onto the inner thigh, working with those fists, tapping away. And then we can lift the knee up and work underneath the thigh as well. So we want to use, obviously get the whole leg. So we want to tap all the different sides. Just keep going a little bit more, and remember to breathe out any tension that you're feeling. So just let it go. All right, and then we're going to roll over so we can work on the buttock now. So tapping into the buttock, feeling all around where it might be a little sore in a particular point. Again, the wrist is loose, the fist isn't hard. Excellent. All right, and let's roll back. And you might already notice a bit of tingling just by doing that. And then let's bring the hands either side of the leg and just rubbing. Get a nice firm, well, not too firm, but you want to feel some friction between your hand and your leg, warming it up. Lovely. All right, and then we're going to take our foot and we're going to do the same thing with the fists on the sole of the foot. So tapping on the bottom of the foot there, waking up. So we've got foot reflexology points we can stimulate by tapping. It doesn't matter, you don't need to know where they are or what they do, but just creating some stimulation is good to get energy moving. All right, and now we're going to do our toes. Now, I've been doing this exercise for a long time, but if it's your first time doing this one, it might feel a bit strange, but don't freak out, all right? So we're going to grab our little toe with two fingers, so the thumb and your index finger maybe, and we want to take the toe around in circles. So you're circling your toe in one direction, and it might feel a bit strange. If you're ticklish, it might be a bit uncomfortable. And then take the circles the other way and just breathe through it. Just try and relax and enjoy the sensation. Good. All right, let's grab the next toe. So circles round and round and round and round. Keep breathing. Let's go the other way. And with this one, you can have quite a firm grip on your toe. You don't need to be too gentle. All right, middle toe, circling around. So this is great to wake up the toes. The joints in the toes, the muscles, the tendons. There's lots of muscles in your feet. Let's take the toe the other way, and of course lots of bones in your feet as well. Very bony parts of the body. And the next toe, round and round and round and round. I used to know how many bones were in the foot, but I can't remember anymore. Back the other way, circling around and around. And then we're going to grab the big toe, and again, just circling the big toe around. Good, take it the other way now. Good, all right, so toes are warmed up. Now we're going to do something even more bizarre, is I want you to take your opposite hand and give your foot a high five, or a low five in this case. And then what we're going to do is pull the toes apart and squeeze your fingers, one finger between each toe. So if you can see, I'll come a bit closer, you can see. So we've got toes, fingers in between. All right, lovely. So nice close-up shot there. So I want you to have a nice solid grip with your fingers, and we can support the ankle with the other hand And we're going to rotate that foot around and squeezing the toes at the same time. Lovely. And then let's go the other way, circling the foot around the ankle, squeezing the toes as we do that. Keep breathing, of course. Good. And then give them one last strong squeeze with your fingers, and then release your hand. Lovely stuff. All right, so let's just grab our ankle and let the foot be nice and floppy after that. Nice floppy foot. Good. All right, and then what we're going to do is going to do one more little stretch here with this leg before we switch to the other side. So have your knee bent, and the same side arm, bring it on the inside of your knee, and we want to reach over onto the padding of the foot. Okay, and the other hand is going to just sit on your hip, like so. The other leg is out in front of you, and try and lift up through your spine as best you can. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, we're pushing out through that leg that we're holding on to. Now your knee might not straighten, but we're just pushing the heel away from us. And then breathe in, bring it back in and down, and breathe out, extending it away. Keep the chest tall, keep the spine lifted. Inhale, bring it back. Let's try 2 more. Exhale, extending out. Breathe in, bring it back, and then exhale, extend and lengthen. Lovely. And then gently bring it back to the floor and just pause for a moment. Feel, observe. Does this foot look different to the other foot? Does the leg feel lighter than the other leg? I know mine definitely feels a lot lighter after doing that side. So let's even that out and do the other leg. So again, bend the knee up, use your fists. So don't make them really hard. Fists, sort of loose fists, soft wrists, yeah? Tapping on the outside of the leg first, up and down. Breathing out any tension, let it go. And then just drop the knee out a little, and we get to the top side of the thigh and the inner thigh. Working into that. Feeling maybe some tingling, maybe some stinging sensation. There we go. And let's bring the leg up and get underneath it now. Tapping away, waking it up. Keep breathing out any tension. Lovely. And then let's roll over and lift that buttock, and we just tap into that now. So giving that a firm tap all over. Waking it up. Activating those muscles just by bringing some blood into that area. Good. All right. And then we grab our lower leg and we just rub up and down, up and down, up and down, creating some friction and some warmth in the lower limb, or the lower part of the lower limb, the lower leg. Awesome. All right, and then we're going to turn that knee out. The foot is facing outwards, and we can tap the sole of the foot now, waking that up to, lovely. So this sequence is really good to do if you find you have sore legs or stiff legs or heavy legs, like I said at the start. Awesome. All right, so we're going to do our toes again. So grab your little toe with your thumb and index finger and circle it around. Circle, circle, circle. Back the other way. So again, if you feel ticklish, just try and breathe through it. Good. And next toe, round and round and round. I know a lot of people don't like other people touching their feet. That can be quite uncomfortable for them. So if you're doing this to yourself, it's okay. Let's take the toe the other way. Circle, 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 circle. And then your middle toe. But some people love getting their feet massaged. I love people walking on my feet when I'm lying down on my belly. Someone walking on my feet. Oh, it feels so good. And then take the toe the other way. Yeah, so we've all got different preferences for these sorts of things. Next toe, round and round and round and round. Nice deep breaths. Go back the other way. Lovely. And then let's grab our big toe. Nice big circles with the toe. You might even find your toes crack when you do this. It's totally fine. And then go back the other way. Lovely. All right, good. All right, so we're going to high five the foot, or low five the foot, sorry. We're going to pull the toes apart and squeeze those fingers in. Get a nice solid grip with the fingers and support your ankle if you can, rotating the foot gently around the ankle joint as you squeeze your toes with your fingers. Good, and then take the foot the other way. This is good. Keep squeezing those toes. And then just one final strong squeeze with the fingers, and then let your fingers come out. All right, so we're going to do this one. So arm comes on the inside if we can, reaching over onto the padding of the foot. Other hand is on the hip. Try and lift up through your spine. So no sagging, making the spine nice and tall. Shoulders rolling down. Other leg is straight. Take a breath in and exhale. Extend your leg out in front of you. Breathe in, bring it back in. Exhale, take it out. Now your leg mightn't straighten, that's fine. Just push the heel away as far as it can go. Inhale, come back. Exhale, going out. Keep the chest lifting, keep the spine nice and tall. Breathe in, come back. Let's do one more. Exhale, extending out. Lovely. Good. Oh, I forgot to shake the foot. So just grab your ankle, let the foot be nice and floppy. Excellent. All right, and then let the legs go. And again, just have a little look at your feet, your legs, just feel how they're feeling. We're going to keep the legs out, take our hands behind us now. So try and roll your shoulders back. And we're just going to work the ankles a little more now. So breathe in, point your toes, and then breathe out, pull your toes back. And we're trying to lengthen the Achilles tendon here. So breathe in, point, breathe out, pull back strongly. Inhale, let's do 6 faster. So 1 and 2. You might notice your heels come off the floor. And 4, 5, and 6. Really push out through that last one. See if the heels can lengthen even further. And then let the legs soften. Give them a gentle wobble. Good. And just notice, how are your legs feeling now? They're still feeling tingly. We're going to bring the knees up. So knees and ankles together. Hands are still behind us. So just going to swivel around so you can see. So shoulders squeeze back, chest moves forwards. Now we want to keep the knees connected. So make sure they don't slide apart. The feet are connected too. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, you squeeze your knees across. My feet are stacked so they're not sliding apart. Breathe in, up. Exhale, knees go the other way. So your feet are stacked, knees together. Inhale up. Exhale over. So working into the belly here by moving the legs. Inhale up. Exhale over. Shoulders stay back. Chest pushes forwards. Inhale up. Let's do 6 more. 1 and 2. Inhale to come up. Exhale to go over. 2 more. 1 and 2. Lovely. So coming up. All right, so take your knees apart. Soles of the feet are touching. All right. So we're going to breathe in here. And on the exhale, draw your knees together as if you're like a clamshell trying to shut. Inhale, or butterfly wings even. And exhale, squeeze them in. Inhale, drop them open. Exhale, squeeze them in. Inhale, open. Let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Fantastic. All right, we're going to flop those knees out again. This time we're going to reach around. If you can, interlace your fingers and put them under the little toe side of your foot. If you can't do that, then just hold onto your feet or your ankles if you need to. All right, so we're sitting up nice and tall first. See if you can draw the knees down towards the floor. Some of us have really tight hips. We might be all the way up here. If that is you, then you may want to get a cushion and pop it under your bottom like this. So you don't want to sit fully on it. You just want to have the bottom slightly propped up. So that might help you a little bit with this one. Just see how you go. All right, so we're holding the feet. Take a breath in here. And as we exhale, we're just going to draw the head towards the feet. So arching through the back. As you do that, see if you can press the knees towards the floor. Inhale to come up and exhale to go down. And as you do that, the elbows come in front of your lower leg. Inhale, we come up. Breathe out forwards. pulling the head to the feet. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, forwards, knees pressing down towards the floor, squeeze the belly. Breathe in, come up. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, drawing forwards, knees pushing down. You can pull on your feet slightly if you can. 1 more. And exhale, drawing in and down. Lovely. And then gently coming up. Bring the knees up. Take the legs out. Lovely. Again, just feel, give them a little wobble. And just feel, noticing the energy through the hips, through the legs, and now even a little bit of energy in the belly, which is great. Fantastic. All right, so let's take the legs out wide. Just going to throw that back up on my couch. There we go. All right, so for legs out wide, just see how wide you can go. We don't want to go too far, so no more than 90 degrees. So a 90-degree angle at the center here. It's not really required to go wider than that. If you can't go that wide, that's fine too. What we're going to do is we're going to take the hands and place them on the floor behind us. So we want the hands as close to the bottom as possible. If you're back here, that's okay, but try and slide them in and press down into the palms, roll the shoulders back. Okay, and we're just going to sit here for a little bit. We want to focus on the backs of the legs pushing down. So back of the knee pushing down. Notice if your feet are rolling out to the sides. Some people do that. And then see if you can roll your thighs so your feet are pointing up to the ceiling rather than out to the side. So feet point straight up. They're like stop signs. Your feet are saying stop to the corners of the room. All right, so pushing down through the hands. Feel the shoulders roll back a little bit. Push out through the heels. All right, so let's point the toes and breathe in. And then exhale, pull them back. Breathe in, point the toes. Exhale, pull them back. Inhale, point, let's do 6. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's just hold here for a moment. Breathing. All right, so if we can, we're going to bring the hands to the hips. And just relax your shoulders. And just staying here and try and push down through the buttocks, backs of the knees working, heels extending away. A couple more breaths. Feel the activation through the legs. If you want to go a little bit further, we can take the arms up. Palms are facing inwards. Fingertips are lifting to the ceiling. Notice if you start to dip, push your belly forwards, lift through the chest. Push down through the hips and the buttocks into the floor. Push out through your heels. Keep breathing through the nose if you can. 3 more breaths. Legs are active now. They've got no choice really, do they? Lovely. And maybe you can sense some energy coming up into the pelvic floor area. Good. All right, let your arms go. Gently bring your legs in. And we're going to lie down on our back. Let that go. Just feel, feel how your legs feel now. They might feel heavy, but it's a different type of heavy now. It's a heavy sensation of having blood moving through there and warmth and energy. There's going to be a warmth in your legs. They may even feel a bit hot. Okay, so whatever you're feeling is entirely unique to you. So just take a moment to connect with that sensation. Hopefully there isn't any pain. If there is, then I hope there isn't. So there shouldn't be pain from doing those exercises. If you do have pain in your legs, then please see a doctor or a physio or someone professional who can help you with any pain that you have in your joints and your muscles. Really important to get that checked as soon as possible if you do experience pain. Otherwise it will get worse and it will persist. So please see a professional if you need to for any pain issues whatsoever. Alright, so just lying here breathing. Almost a floating sensation through the legs there. You might feel like there's levitating a millimetre off the floor. Fantastic, good. Alright, so let's pull the knees up. Let's grab onto them for a moment. And as we do this, we just soften the shoulders again. Just allow the lower back to open and stretch just by simply pulling the knees towards the chest. Feel the breath moving in and out. Alright, let's take a big breath in. Exhale, pull your head to your knees. And then let's rock and roll. Kick your legs up and over to get a bit of momentum going through the body there. And we come up to sit to finish. So sitting however is comfortable for you. Maybe kneeling, maybe having your legs crossed, or maybe your legs are out straight. And just resting your hands in your lap. Taking a moment to acknowledge all the hard work that your legs do every day of your life. Being so grateful to have legs to take us places, to enable us to do so many different things. And just sending some thanks and gratitude and love to your legs, all the muscles, the joints, the nerves, the lymphatic system, all the tendons and the ligaments all play important roles in allowing us to move. Let's take a big breath in, exhale, let it go. Just one more big breath in, exhale, bring your hands to your chest in prayer pose and just acknowledging your efforts in working through this class today. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you here and I look forward to seeing you in another class real soon. Thank you.